Good morning, Dzień dobry. How are you guys doing today? I'm back again. Thank you so much for showing much love and support towards my last video. I truly appreciate that you enjoyed that video. Now today I came back with a different topic, but before we jump into today's video, I would like to introduce myself a bit so that you have a clear idea about who am I, what I'm doing, and what is my channel all about. So guys, nice to meet you. I am JD. I am living in Poland for almost 8 years now, and traveling always has been my passion. But unfortunately, due to some stuff before, I couldn't do this, but now finally I stepped up and started this journey with my camera. So what is my channel all about? My channel is strictly about traveling, so making travel vlogs, sharing with you travel tips and hacks, and especially the country I'm living in is one of the best country in the world. So at the same time sharing with you that how the custom looks like in this country, how the value, tradition, food, and all other things that is very important to know as an immigrant in this country. This is my goal, to share with you these things, but I would like to tell you that my channel is not about any visa or immigration consultation, so do not expect me to ever have this kind of conversation in this channel, because I don't do that. And second, this channel is not about any political ideology either. So I hope now the things are clear to you, because I received some comment in my last video. So I just wanted to clarify that what is my channel all about. Okay, being that said, now let's start about today's video. While I'm making this video, I will also walk in this beautiful park to show you around, just to make sure that you're not getting bored. So today's topic, these things that I'm going to share today, you should never do in a Polish home. Especially if you're an immigrant, if you're a foreigner, if you're traveling in this country, or if you're invited to a Polish home, or if you are just a friend who's visiting a Polish friend during this time. So now, come close. Imagine that you have been invited to a Polish home, and trust me, you need to understand, it is not a casual thing. When a Polish person opens their doors to you, it means something. And when I say this is not a casual thing, that means that they believe or they know that you worth their time, their love, their support, and their trust. And you might ask how I know this. Trust me, I got it wrong in my beginning days in Poland, because nobody else told me, but they remembered. Remember, the Polish memory is very strong. So I am making this video just to make sure that you guys can save yourself from the embarrassment if you are in a Polish home, so that you don't need to do the hard part, which is I'm doing it for you. Because guys, remember, when you are in a different country, no matter which background you came from, which culture you came from, I'm pretty sure that each culture has their own value, their own integrity, and their own beliefs. But I believe in the phrase that when you are in Rome, do as Romans. So definitely when you are in Poland, do as Poles. It's very important to integrate yourself with the local culture, to the local tradition, to the local values, because Polish people are very welcoming. They are warm-hearted, they're loving, but in the same time you need to do some effort as well as an immigrant in this country. You need to make yourself trustworthy enough and open up yourself to the local community. Today in this video, I'm going to save you from unknowing the social rules in Poland, which will be definitely very useful when you are here. Let's jump to the video now, and let's go for this point number one. Point number one, never ever arrive in a Polish home when you are invited empty-handed. I repeat, never arrive in a Polish home empty-handed. And please count your flowers. Listen guys, so you do not show up in a Polish home empty-handed or without a gift. Period. Full stop. This is not optional. Bring flowers, a bottle of wine, and good vodka, or maybe a box of chocolate. And if you're going to a family who has small children, definitely don't forget to bring some small gift for them as well. Trust me, this small gesture from your side will make these adults of the home to love you more than anything you do in this evening. Now, remember, the number of the flowers are very important in a Polish home. Flowers must be in odd numbers, for example 7, 9 or 11, because even numbers of flower usually being bought in a funeral. So when I was visiting first time in a Polish home due to an invitation, I forgot this part, so my Polish friend grabbed me, and definitely I bought some flowers before I showed up in their home. Now, let me tell you a secret. So when I arrived first time in a Polish home, definitely what I have done is that I didn't bring only flowers. Just to make sure that I will be well heard, I learned and I bought a bunch of handmade fresh pierogis. As you all know, that pierogi is one of the Poland favorite and the most famous dish. So I wanted to step up, wanted to think a little bit out of the box. So I learned from YouTube, of course. I made those pierogis by myself and I bought it along with the flowers. And trust me, guys, it was an extremely good move because they just loved it. And in this point, I would also like to tell you that other than pierogis, kielbasa is one of my favorite dish in Poland as well. Kielbasa is kind of hot dog, and żurek, the soup. So these names you will hear very often in Poland, and I will highly recommend that if you're in Poland, try those dishes. It will be an unforgettable experience. Point number 2, shoes always off the door. The culture I come from, this is very normal for us that we keep our shoes always off the door before we enter our home, and this is also the case in Poland. Trust me, this is one of the customs that you definitely need to follow. Most of the Polish home has a specific entryway which calls the Przedpokój, and this place is usually with a shoe rack. So often guests put their shoes over there before entering the house. You might be provided with a slipper and put them on. It means that they are expecting you. It means that they prepared for you, and you definitely should honor that. Okay, so point number 3, and this is very important. If you are invited in a Polish home, do not ever refuse food. I'm warning you, do not ever refuse food. This is one of the most at stake, so I want you to really hear me. You will be offered food, and then more food, and maybe then more food after that, with the enormous love and kind of gentle, unstoppable determination that you will recognize if you ever had a mother or grandmother who cooked for you. Polite part, maybe say that, oh no, thank you, I'm fine. But trust me, don't. If you can eat, just eat. So remember, when a Polish host offers you food, that is not just a casual thing. It means that they were expecting you and they're preparing the food maybe from the day before. The pierogi were made maybe freshly in this morning with their own hands. Every single dish on this table is an act of love, made specifically because you were being expected. So don't refuse it. It will literally break their heart. And this is one of the Polish customs to show affection and love. And for my friend who are vegan or vegetarian here, I would like to tell you that call the host at least a couple of days before. Let them know that you are eating only vegetables or you are vegan. They will prepare accordingly to your choice. Without this part, making this video is pointless. Why? Because in this part, I'm going to talk about Polish babcia. Babcia means a Polish grandmother, and I need you to understand that she is not just a member of the house, she is the house. She is the reason the food exists, the reason the table is set, the reason the more dishes than anyone can possibly eat. She has been cooking for you maybe for a couple of days. She wakes up really early, prepares everything, but she will not tell you this. That is not the point. That is just the pure love that you receive from an elderly woman that you possibly can imagine. So when you enter the Polish home, when you are invited, first you go to her, you greet her, then you greet Dziadek, is a grandpa in Polish, and then you say hello to everyone else in the room. And please remember, when you are in that home with someone like this, or even with the host or the family, try to learn a few Polish words. If you are at least like at the level of basic, try to speak dzień dobry, try to speak dziękuję, try to speak zapraszam. When you are trying to say that nice to meet you, say miło mi. So these kind of small gestures and small words for Polish will literally make them happy. And also, usually we are surrounded by our digital world with our phone, tablets, computer. But when this time you arrive in this home, I will highly recommend you, maybe keep your phone aside, enjoy the moment, enjoy the warmth, enjoy the love. And remember, when you are eating in their home, Babcia will sit in front of you all the time, looking at you. This gesture shows that how much affection she has on you. This is kind of language she uses just to know that if you are full, if you're still hungry, if you're satisfied with the food, and trust me guys, it's wonderful. Her face says everything. She'll always ask you to take more, eat more. The smile she gives at you when you are eating, this is an out of the world experience. Remember guys, she just speaks different language, but the love is same across the universe. So when you are in their home, if you're seeing a babcia that moving around from the stove to table, put your phone down, show your support, watch her hands, ask her that if you can help them somehow, because it's a nice gesture in Polish home. And at the end, I will again tell you that learn some Polish word. They'll be extremely happy, because remember, Poland is a place who loves their culture, their identity, their dignity, and their sovereignty. So if you are in Poland and if you're in Polish home, these things, these small gestures from your side will make them extremely happy. So don't just sit down on the table, just wait. Why? When everyone moves on the table, don't just pull the nearest chair and sit down. Wait. Let the host direct you. Polish home, especially in traditional or older household, the sitting arrangement really matters. Usually the host arrange everything, especially the sitting arrangement. So the eldest person, you can say that he is the head of this household. So he has the honor to choose his place over the main part of the table, and you are the guest. Everyone has their own place. Let your host to show you where you're supposed to sit. This placement is always an act of care. Same rule goes for eating. Wait for the host to signal before you start. Polish households are very religious, and Poland is deeply Catholic country. So there may be a brief prayer or blessing before the meal. Wait for it. Don't reach for your fork yet. Follow the rhythm of the room. I'll be honest, many of us who grew up in different households, especially for me, my background, it's come naturally because we have kind of the same rules. We know how to wait. We know how to read the table manners, and we were taught that elders always starts first, that the patience in the table shows your respect. Please don't rush out right after eating, because everything is not over. Many Western countries, finishing dinner signals that this is the end of the evening. You eat, you thank them, you leave. Efficient and clean. But in a Polish home, that's not the case. And this is just the middle of the evening. Remember, after dinner, there is a dessert or tea, coffee. Then someone brings you out for something else, conversation deepens, stories comes out, the whole room relaxes into itself, the evening unfolds at its own pace, warm and slow, genuinely lovely as you let it be. If you stand up and immediately after eating and say, well, now I'm leaving or I should get going, that reads as abrupt. After everything they cooked and prepared for you for this beautiful dinner, leaving the moment that plates are cleared sends a message that you don't want to send. How's the strategy works? If you genuinely need to leave at least about half an hour before or 1 hour before, mention it lightly that you need to get going in a little while, that you have to do something really important. That gives the host a space to begin wrapping up things gracefully. Then there will be one more round of something warm, hugs are exchanged, and you move towards to go. And then budget 15 extra minutes for the doorstep goodbye. This is real. You will stand in the doorway having the final conversation for a solid quarter hour. Don't be alarmed. Don't check your phone. Just stand there and enjoy it. This is not inefficiency. This is called affection. So guys, I hope for my viewers around the world, thank you for watching the video today. I would like to ask you kindly that please add your part of the story. Which part you would like to talk about, let's discuss in the comments. If I miss something really interesting, I would be very happy to hear and enlighten myself or enrich my knowledge with the Polish home customs. Again, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope genuinely that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please let me know your thoughts in the comment. Like, share and subscribe. And see you in the next video where I'm going to discuss very important stuff. Until then, do zobaczenia. Take care of yourself. Bye.